chills. My drilling code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Here we go. 80 weapon. No. You go
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. White looks to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check 31, check 31, check 43, check 3, check 3, check 3, check safety, check safety. Good job right there, good job right there.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Check your hot read.
Hey, Charlie.
On first down, it's White. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 16.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Zebra. Check 52 is the line. Check. Well left. We own it. That's it. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison man claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set. Spike 56. Hey, Haywood. Get.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's 8 read. Record.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, And that way, you often control the game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Switch.
Now White. James has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watch the screen.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, team 6.
To throw, White. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. McCaffrey on the counter. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's White. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now White. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Joker.
They start on the ground with Geis. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check. Watch 54. In your face.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch.
To throw again. White. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One left.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Hey, alert. Got it. He's coming, double up. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. White. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Seahawks,
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this. as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Wilson able to find his running back, Geis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 54.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's White. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. White. And the pressure gets to him again. Reuben Foster. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gun. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run with Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
315.
Mike 54.
Rabbit.
Here's Wilson. And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 27 yards there, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Good job.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Complete. Smith has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Come on, 54 is off. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
First down, Washington.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Hey, come on out here. Come get left. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ricky.
Here's Wilson to throw on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike,
Look for signals.
let's get the ball.
25, check 25, check 25.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, here's White. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Check. X3, 218, chop it. Kill, 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 turn up. Kill, 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 turn up. Shoot.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Geis. For the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. White now, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Now White, throwing again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Redskins.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. White looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good guys, 4 down.
Ringo.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
He's crashing. 66. Pull it.
To throw is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. One left.
Now a run with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and get it with Geis. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
18. Mike 54.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
36 power.
2nd and 10.
Gun.
Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now White. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Rip left. Topper.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here's White from the gun on third down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, it's White. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Let's go, D. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On first and 10, White. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. White, James has got it, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go, tight end. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Now White with a first down throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. White. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. The play fake, now White. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
It's just me and you. Hey, Zoo. Now.
Now White. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to reach.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the boat is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it go. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't